You are listening to the Horse Radio Network, part of the Equine Network family.
What a beautiful day for horses in the morning.
You are listening to the #1 horse podcast in the world. Here's your entertaining look at the horse world and the people in it.
I'm Glenn the Geek, coming to you for the first time from Over 2 Acres Ranch in Morriston, Florida.
And I'm Ashley Winch from Kansas City, Missouri, and you're listening to Horses in the Morning on the Horse Radio Network for Friday, November 3rd, episode 3299. This episode is brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products. Good morning, Horse World.
It's Friday, and another weekend of riding is a few short hours away. Jamie and Glenn are here to help you make it through the day with some fun guests and some really bad ads. Enjoy the show.
Well, today we have for you our annual holiday gift idea guide that is made by listeners for listeners. That's right. Every year we get listeners on who make creative stuff with their own little hands and then sell them as gift ideas for Christmas. Sometimes they're custom, and it's just a lot of fun, and we always look forward. How many do we have coming on today?
Today, I think we have about 4. We had someone slide in last minute. And I got to tell you, Glenn, these auditors have more talent in their pinkies. It's incredible.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be fun chatting with them. And I have used some of them in the past for gift ideas and bought them. And one of them, I think our first guest today, is somebody that you all know and have heard on the show before. And we're going to talk to her because she makes our annual Christmas card. And that should be almost done, actually, for this year. So you'll be able to buy that design on mugs and Christmas cards and all kinds of stuff. And then we give the money to charity. So I'm looking forward to talking to her today. But Ashley, thanks for filling in for Jamie. Jamie is at a U2 concert in Las Vegas with her brother. So that's where she is today.
That sounds like a bummer.
Yeah.
Jeez, Jamie.
She's at that new Sphere thing with all of the LED lights and stuff. That's where
I saw that. That looks trippy.
I know. It looks like so much fun. I can't wait to see it. But so Ashley was kind enough to fill in today. And I met Ashley for the first time last week. Or this week. Was it this week?
I think it was last week. I feel like I've been all over the place.
Me too. But you came in and actually for your mom's wedding, and her mom actually lives about 10 miles from us. So
it was perfect. I got to meet Glenn, Jen, Scooter, Nigel. They got to meet my husband, Zach, who was on the show, I think last week for Horse Husbands. And
yeah.
It was just like a big old family reunion. It was so much fun.
It was good to meet you in person, and you were exactly, because I've seen you on video a lot, but you were exactly what I pictured, all 5'2" of you. Why is it all my co-hosts are short but have huge personalities?
I think it might be a horse girl thing. You know, when you're little and you ride horses, you just can't be afraid of anything.
I guess that's true. That's probably true. It was good. Nice to meet Zach, too. Your husband's terrific, and we had a lot of fun. And Scooter misses you already. He's actually here with us. We brought the horses up again this weekend to the farm.
Oh, you better go give him some scritchy scratches for me.
Well, I think some deer must have went by in the woods next door because they were all carrying on about 10 minutes ago. So I don't know what's going on, but there must have been something. But he loves pretty girls, and he loved you. So it's just people think I'm just making that up, but he does love pretty girls, doesn't he? He didn't say hi to your husband. He said hi to you.
He wouldn't leave the fence post. Granted, I found his little itchy spot on his withers, and I wouldn't stop. But we have an understanding, me and Scooter.
Yeah. Yep, he does. It's so weird. It's the strangest thing. But I'm glad you got to meet him, and we posted pictures last week of our little visit. And I'm glad I got to meet you, too, in person.
It was so much fun to see each other together, and I got to go to the World Equestrian Center, which is always my favorite place to just be and soak in. So it was just great to be in Ocala for just a little bit.
Well, we were not supposed to be at the property this weekend, but I got a call yesterday that our new tractor was being delivered today. And it was like, okay, well, it looks like we're going out. So
Christmas came early.
yeah, Christmas is here early. So we're going to, and I've been fighting with them to deliver it for a month. So I wasn't going to be picky. It's like, okay, yes. So we actually drove up here with the horses last night. So I'm coming to you from the back of the horse trailer this morning. And it's
the mobile studio.
The mobile studio. And it's the first morning that we haven't sweated here in Florida. It was in the 40s last night. So it was perfect.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm actually wearing a jacket this morning. It's so nice. Florida, that doesn't happen very often. But let's go to Daily Whinnies, and then we're going to get on with our listeners talking about how crafty they are. Well, we have a bunch of auditor birthdays this weekend. Happy birthday to Cynthia Rowland, Courtney Dew, Pat Roberts, Monty Roberts' wife. Her birthday. Happy birthday, Pat. Lynn Bishop, Lindsay Rausch, who's coming on the show later. She's going to be one of our guests, I believe. So we'll wish her a happy birthday in person. And Sherry Wood. Now, she doesn't listen to this show, but 14 years ago, I give her a happy birthday every year. 14 years ago, she made our HRN logo with little horsey guy, little horsey microphone. She was the one that designed that. And when I told her 14 years ago, I had no idea what I wanted. We were just starting out. And I said, I want a little horsey guy that looks like a microphone. And that was her first attempt.
Oh my gosh.
We made no changes. That was her first attempt. And look at it now. You see that microphone and you know it's us. So thank you, Sherry. It's been 14 years of you. That logo has appeared everywhere. So we really appreciate all the effort that you put into it.
My Daily Winnie goes out to all the parents, horse owners, anyone who dressed up something that they own or brought into this world as something for Halloween last week. Or I'm sorry, earlier this week. I just am so impressed with all of your creativity and frankly, energy. I was in Florida visiting Ocala, Tampa area. My best friend dressed her daughter up not only once, but twice. Glenn, would you like to know what this almost 2-year-old was running around the house in?
Okay. I'm ready.
I don't know if you've ever heard of a little 80s gem called Chucky.
Really?
She's 18 months old running around in a Chucky outfit and a fake knife. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I don't think I want a 2-year-old running around with any knife, fake or real.
She had an evil laugh and everything. It was absolutely amazing. I was exhausted. So well done, everyone, on Halloween this year.
What was your costume?
My costume, I had a meeting one afternoon because I was actually working while on vacation, and my bag was so small at lunch, I couldn't put my headphones in my bag. So I said, I'm going to wear my headphones around my neck and I'm going to dress up as a podcaster. So I went out in South Tampa all day with my headphones around my neck.
You needed a microphone attached to your shirt or something.
I needed a microphone and like a sign around my neck that says like, ask me about my opinion or something.
So as you know, I talked on Wednesday that it's time to get your Radiothon submissions in, and somebody did. And you got to hear it as well. So every year, what we do is we go through all the songs that are submitted, and we pick the one that fits perfectly for the opening song that kicks off the whole day. In this case, the whole 6 hours live. And I would say out of the 5 radiothons we've done so far, 4 of them, we've had one winner, and that's Laura Berry. And Laura just recently had a baby. She had a tough pregnancy and everything, and she recently had a baby. And I wasn't sure we were going to see a submission from Laura this year because she's like changing diapers nonstop. So, but she did. And what'd you think?
Okay. The only response that I sent to Glenn was a GIF of the Grinch's heart growing 3 sizes because I was in full Halloween spooky mode, which is my favorite place to be. I heard this song. I'm not kidding, Glenn. I really talked to Zach about putting up the Christmas decorations this weekend. Nobody come for me. My husband's going out of town for 5 weeks. So don't come for me for putting up. Well, because then we can celebrate a little bit. He won't be back till the 15th. So we'll really only have a little bit of holidays.
Well,
it got me in the full holiday
the whole
spirit.
time. There you go. Well, Laura, look what you've done. And she was terrific. And, but that doesn't mean she's the winner because we're waiting for the other submissions to start rolling in. So I hear from several people that are doing songs, and you are as well, because one thing that people may not know about Ashley is you're a singer.
I am. And actually, very funny. I grew up singing competitively with Justine Griffin, co-host of Heels Down Happy Hour.
She's a singer too?
We went to the same middle school and we would sing songs together. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that about Justine.
Sorry, Justine.
Oh, we didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and she is doing one of the hours in Radiothon. You know what that means.
Uh-oh. I'm really sorry, Justine.
You need to bug her about writing and singing a song live.
Oh, I mean, stranger things have happened.
You need to bug her about that because we didn't know this little fact. Wow. Well, that could be fun. You need to bug her about it because if I bug her about it, she won't do it. If you bug her about it, she might.
Okay, I'll try.
Because you are doing something. You're doing the opening songs for every hour.
I am. I'm still working on some of my stanzas. I am not a lyricist as much as a singer, but we'll get there.
Fortunately, what you're doing is pretty short, so you just have to
do
a lot of them.
It might have been why I chose that song particularly. We won't go there.
Well, thank you for helping out with that. So we're looking forward to all your creativity if you go to horseradionetwork.com. And if you're not creative like me, you can still enter to win over $4,000 in prizes now. You go to horseradionetwork.com, up in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see the link to Holiday Radiothon. Click on that. All the details are on one page, and it also gives you the place where you can go just register to win prizes. So you don't have to be creative. Anybody this year can register to win. And we have some terrific prizes we're giving away that day. Let's go to Kentucky Performance Products, and then we're going to come back with our first for the Holiday Bazaar. Listener number 1, Jessica Troup's going to be joining us.
This Nutritional Minute is brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products. More and more horse owners are managing older horses. One of the best ways to care for the senior horse in your life is by prioritizing their digestive tract health. Older horses are less able to maintain a well-balanced microbiome and repair and replace damaged tissues. This can lead to an uptick in ulcers, colic, or free fecal water syndrome. Poor gastrointestinal health decreases the horse's ability to digest and absorb adequate nutrients. It also impacts the effectiveness of the immune system, leaving older horses less able to fight off diseases such as EPM. Adding a research-proven digestive supplement to your older horse's diet can help maintain a healthy GI tract and reduce the incidence of digestive issues. We recommend Probiotic Wise to our customers with senior and geriatric horses. Probiotic Wise contains the true probiotic Saccharomyces boulardii. Unlike other yeast-based probiotics, S. boulardii remains viable through the acid environment in the stomach. It supports the healing of damaged tissues, reduced inflammation, and the optimal digestion and absorption of nutrients. Furthermore, Probiotic Wise contains fermentation metabolites that support a well-balanced microbiome. Probiotic Wise is sold through your veterinarian, so ask your vet if Probiotic Wise is right for your older horse. You can learn more about Probiotic Wise at kppvet.com. Got questions about your feeding program? We can help. Email Karen at questions@kppusa.com or call us at 859-873-2974.
Well, first up today, we have one of our long time listeners and somebody that you're going to recognize. Her name is Jessica Troup. She's our resident artist, and she has done the Christmas cards for us with Scooter and Nigel and one of Jamie's horses the last several years. A lot of you have bought the merchandise that we make out of those Christmas cards every year. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good. Now, I know we've had you on in previous years talking about your incredible art, which I'm going to have you to kind of describe for us. And you've done a lot of commissions for listeners over the years for the holidays, right?
I have, yeah. People come to me for all kinds of different things. We've done everything from silly cartoons up to, the more realistic looking ones. There's usually a design for everybody that I've done over the years.
And how would you describe your art?
It's digital art that's drawn by hand. I used to paint with watercolors and other things, but after I had my daughter, it became really difficult to have paints out with a small child. So I ended up downloading an app on my iPad Pro, and I started learning about digital drawings. So now they're all done in this platform, which allows people to get like a digital copy of the full image, which they can put on anything. And it's very high resolution, so it can be printed on canvas. It can be printed on mugs. I've had people do shirts. I've even had one person do a tattoo. So
really.
Yeah. I have now designed 3 tattoos for people, which is not ever what I've marketed myself for, but
don't tell Ashley that.
Glad I just had a light bulb moment.
Yeah, I know you did. Her husband's leaving for 5 weeks. I suspect he's going to be coming home to a new tattoo. Ashley has the largest tattoo, Jessica, I've ever seen in my life.
Really? Oh, yes. I want to see it.
It's like 3 foot long.
Oh my goodness, this sounds awesome. Is it horsey related?
That one's not. That one's ocean themed, but I have a horse hanging around somewhere.
I didn't see the horse. I saw the ocean. I saw the very large jellyfish, but I didn't see the horse. So tell me, Jessica, what do people do? They send pictures, or what happens?
Yeah, so people can send me, some reference images if they don't have the perfect picture, because I know sometimes when a pet passes away and we look through old photos, maybe they're really blurry or something like that. We can kind of recreate an image that, that they do want. Maybe there's a particular pose they want, but they only have pictures of them in a different position. I can work with that. So really it's just, reach out, tell me what you're looking for. And the style as well. Style is important, because I can do everything from cartoon to, something that looks like pen and ink, and then obviously things that look more realistic and more detailed. So, just, reach out, and, the more detail you give on what you're looking for, the better. And also the purpose of the image as well. So if it's meant to be hung on the wall, or if it's something that you're wanting to put on something else, that helps too, just so I can kind of size, the digital drawing appropriately as well.
The ones we have done for our holiday cards are cartoonish, and I think those are my favorite of yours. And you've done ones of Scooter and Nigel, which are hanging on our walls in our studios. And actually, I had to tell you this, Jessica. Jennifer got a new phone, and the first thing she did was take a picture of the Nigel drawing that you did and put it as her background on her phone. So that's what she has in the background, is your drawing of Nigel. So, people love your stuff. I know a lot of listeners give them as gifts and things like that. It's perfect. As you said, if you have a friend, you're always saying, well, their horse passed away or their dog passed away, right? What do I do? What can I get them something? Well, one of Jessica's pieces of art is a perfect thing to do. Now, you're doing the Christmas card. Is it almost done, you said?
It is. Yes. Yeah. I should have the image posted by Sunday. So I will send it to you, and I will let you,
I'm so excited.
Post it wherever it needs to go. It's definitely, it's going to be a cute one, I think. I hope you guys really like it.
This year, it's my horse, Scooter, Jennifer's horse, Nigel, and Jamie's. Which horse did she pick?
She picked Miles, and
That's
he is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I have really enjoyed drawing him. he's so pretty.
Is it harder to draw a gray?
Yes.
I
The
thought it would
coloring.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, the coloring, you have to kind of get it just right. Because, and he's got, dapples and all kinds of interesting colors, but it's fun too, because you can really play with, all the different colors and light and all of that. So, it's definitely very, very fun to bring him to life.
I admire people with talent. I wish I had some kind of talent. But here I am talking to you instead. So
Don't sell yourself short, Glenn.
I think that is your talent.
I guess it's the only one I got. So there we go. Jessica, well, I also wanted to mention, once the Christmas card is done, once that Christmas design for Horses in the Morning is done this year, you always put it on a website where people can buy mugs and shirts and hats and, all the different kinds of things, and Christmas cards. And then you are kind enough every year to donate any money made on those sales through the holiday design. Who you're donating the money to this year?
Yeah, so Horse and Hound Rescue has a special place in my heart because that's where my horse Ivan came from.
And that's
so
Jamie's Horse and Hound, right? That's Jamie's one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Ivan came from Jamie and Horse and Hound. He was there. I got him 2 years ago. And he's just been such a little unicorn. I love him so much. So I wanted to give back to them, because they're so special to me. So any sales that happen off of the Cafe Press website will be donated to Horse and Hound Rescue.
Very good. And we probably will have that up, next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Monday. So the link is already there. The store is still up. It's cafepress.com/pawprints with an S studio. And I'll send you the link as well. But all of the older designs are still up as well in case somebody wants to get one of the previous year's designs.
Yeah, because they're still cute.
The new stuff will be uploaded. They're
still adorable.
And if somebody missed out before, or maybe they want something, they make them into Christmas ornaments and all kinds of cute little things. So yeah, that'll be, that's already active, and then the new design will be uploaded by Sunday.
Very good. Thank you so much, Jessica, for everything you do for us. We really appreciate it. And what we're going to do, because we're having multiple guests on today, and you're not going to remember all these links, we will put them in the show notes right there in your phone. Just scroll over and you'll see the links to everybody's sites, because there's just too many. You're not going to remember them just listening. So we will put the links there so you can just scroll and click on it, and you're good to go. Thank you, Jessica. I can't wait to see this year's design. It's always like Christmas for me when you send it over.
Oh, well, I'm so excited for you guys to see it too. And thank you so much for all of your support over the years. And I love you guys. So happy early holidays.
And joining us now is Kelly Moore, who is one of our newer auditors. She's been hanging out with us now for 5 or 6 months, half a year. Kelly, tell us about how you found Horses in the Morning, became an auditor, and of course, we got to hear about your horses before we get into this amazing art that you create.
Oh, thanks. Well, I just was looking for a clinician I was following at the time, and he must have been on one of your podcasts. So I found the podcast and then found Horses in the Morning and just loved what I heard that episode. So I just, at the time I was cleaning stalls in the late afternoon. So I just kicked it on and have been stuck ever since. I love it.
That story is just as common as you'd think it is. The amount of stall mucking that we get to tag along to, I think we could break a Guinness Book of World Records.
Easily.
And tell us, I know you said you have more than one horse. It's like Pringles, right? You can't just have one.
No, you can't. And I'm sure there's very few of us that have only one. But yeah, we have 6 here. I had to think a second. 4 Belgians.
Oh my gosh.
A required quarter horse and my Dutch harness horse gelding.
Oh, how fabulous. I have experience with all those breeds and love them all. Yes, just I've ridden every which kind of way. And I love all those breeds in different ways, especially the Belgians. I have such a soft spot for just drafts in general, the gentle giants they are. And we had a boarder and they had a Belgian and his name was Waffles. And he's just one of my favorite babies.
Oh, that's adorable.
Isn't it? Waffles the Belgian. Oh, he was so sweet. So I'm looking at some of your art, and I know you have an Instagram page and a Facebook page, and we'll be linking those in the show notes. And your art is a bit different than one of our other auditors. And I've taken a couple classes at school, but it's kind of like realistic, impressionistic. Like, how would you explain your art?
Oh, that is a good way to put it, I suppose, because I've explored horses, and the art I'm finding parallels the horse world so much in every aspect, really. But I've tried, like, it sounds like you've tried kind of every kind of riding and everything. And I've found that I've kind of done that with my art as well. But now I'm kind of sprinkling it down to a few things. And I'm like that with the horses too. I focus mainly on like dressage, although I still want to ride out and do trail riding and that kind of thing too. But dressage is my focus. And then the art, just trying different mediums, I think I've narrowed it down to 4 mediums.
Tell us about your 4 favorite. Yeah.
The colored pencil, graphite, oil, and acrylic. So I love to paint, which probably brings in that impressionism type feel, which you said. And then, I love the detail, just like the dressage, the training in the micro, the subtleties in that. And I like that that you can get with the graphite and the colored pencil, that super detailed, tiny, precise things. So it's mesmerizing. It kind of sucks you in as you're doing it, just like it does when you're riding and you're working your horse. Everything disappears.
That's the best part, isn't it? When just nothing, you can't hear anything else. You're just in the zone. So do you do commission based? Tell us more about what folks could contact you for maybe ahead of Christmas time.
I do commissions. And I'm actually kind of flexible with that. I just took on one just this week, which is going to be something different than I've ever done before. But it's kind of like more of a cartoon type. But it's not something I normally do. But she's a regular client and she's a friend of the family. So I'm like, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, it's always kind of fun to try something a little different.
And you always learn.
That's right.
So I like that part. But yeah, I do a lot of pet portraits of animals passed away, unfortunately, but that's, a good way to remember them by. And then sometimes gifts. But yeah, I'm pretty flexible. The oil takes a while to dry, so that usually needs to be planned way ahead of time. But the other 3 are easy enough and, no dry time kind of thing. So that stuff can get done fairly quickly in a smashed amount of time if somebody needs something in a hurry.
That's fantastic, Kelly. And then I'm going to link your Facebook group and your Instagram. Is there another page or place outside of the auditor room that folks could find you if maybe they had a question or an idea?
I guess I'm pretty easy to contact. My one job, I'm not in there very long most times, but other than that, my phone is nearby. So just contacting me through either the Instagram Messenger or the Facebook Messenger works just perfectly fine. And I try to get back with people pretty quick.
Well, up next is Lora Bannan after a word from My New Horse.
For first-time horse owners and new riders, finding the information and support you need can be challenging. That's why Equine Network has partnered with Sentinel and Absorbine to bring you My New Horse. From important horsekeeping information and how-to videos to social media communities, exclusive experiences, and more, My New Horse is your one-stop shop for riders of all levels and disciplines looking for easy-to-understand horse care information and guidance. Start your horse ownership journey today. Visit mynewhorse.com.
Well, hi, Lora. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Well, thanks for having me on.
What part of the world are you in?
I live way over here in Eastern Oregon, so I had to get up nice and early to make sure I was ready.
We love you for that, by the way. Thank you. We appreciate it. And Lora, do you have horses? 1 horse, 10 horses, 30 horses? What do you have?
Oh, somewhere between 10 and 30. We've got a little boarding training stable out here, and I hate it when people ask me exactly how many I have.
Well, now I'm going to make you count them. I am the horse husband. We worry about these things. So
I think it's right around 14 of my own and then about 10 boarded horses.
It's always more of your own than boarded. That happened to us when we had a boarding stable, too. It seems to work that way.
Yeah.
What do you compete at all or trail ride or what?
Mostly I do endurance with a little bit of equine trail sports and tons of trail riding.
Well, you're in a great place to do endurance and trail riding, that's for sure.
Oh, yes.
Well, do you have Arabs? What do you ride?
No, I actually don't have an Arab in the barn right now. I started off riding gated mares, which has been my thing, but I've recently gotten into Mustangs. I competed at a Mustang makeover the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And next year we'll be taking my 6-year-old South Steens Mustang on the endurance trail.
That's right, Lora. We're both South Steens sisters.
Oh, that's right. Yay.
Yes, I saw you post the
cool
pictures
horses.
of your Mustangs.
Yeah, I'm in love with the South Steens herd.
Oh, for those who don't know, these horses have conformation that you would just cry over. It's just incredible. The quality creatures coming out of South Steens is just fabulous.
Yep, they are just wonderful, wonderful horses. Good minds too.
Mm-hmm. Where are the South Steens? Where do they roam?
In Oregon.
Yeah.
Kind of
okay.
South Central Oregon, I think.
Well, you breed them right up there, apparently. Or they breed themselves right, I guess. So tell us, Lora, what do you make?
Well, my partner and I have the shop together. I am the sew portion. I do lots of knitting and crochet type items. And my friend Nessa is the sparkly portion. She does beads and earrings and sun catcher type stuff. I started knitting about 13 years ago when I was going through treatment for cancer. And I never planned on selling any of it. And then I posted some ear warmers on the endurance page and they kind of went crazy. So I got roped into selling it.
Well, they are adorable. I will say that. And by the way, congratulations on being a survivor. We're here together.
Thank you.
And look at you all these years later. That's terrific. You know what it is with crocheting is I think that it kind of went away for a while. It went out of consciousness, and then everybody started crocheting in the last I think COVID helped. But it became popular again, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Granny squares are coming back, and micro crochet is a thing that I haven't tried yet.
And it's people under 85 that are doing
Oh, yes.
Yes. So, I mean, I think it was only people over 85 until it became a thing, and now it's millennials that are doing crocheting.
Oh, it's absolutely not something I ever pictured myself doing.
There you go. Do you find it relaxing?
I do. It's like a form of meditation. My hands have to be busy. I can't just sit and watch TV or sit in a waiting room waiting for a doctor's appointment or anything. My hands have to be busy, so it works.
So tell us what you offer on the crocheting side, and then we'll talk about the jewelry.
Let's see. With the horse stuff, this year I introduced some horse and human matching hat sets. And those have been incredibly popular. I actually got a big order from a hunter jumper barn in Colorado that I'm trying to fill right now. Wonderful.
Did they all want matchy colors? Is that what it was?
She is actually buying them for all of her boarders.
Oh.
So I'm trying to make 21 separate sets, but all with the same theme. Yeah.
Oh,
all of a sudden crocheting became stressful.
It did. Yes, it absolutely did. I was excited for about 24 hours and then went, oh crap, I have to go buy more yarn. I also do some on the lower cost cute little stocking stuffer side, I do some horse hiney ornament or keychains, bag tags, whatever you want to call them. They're just a few inches tall, and I can work with the colors to make them resemble your horse's behind. Those are pretty popular and a lot of fun. But my biggest seller has always been my ear warmers. They are knit from a really nice wool, really, really soft wool, so don't worry about them being scratchy. And they actually hook into your helmet. Your straps go through them, so they're held on securely, but they're not so thick that you can't hear. I get a lot of compliments that people can still hear or hear their friends talking while they're riding. There's just that little layer that keeps your ears warm. Makes a big difference.
And then your helmet can still fit because, you know, I know I've been
Yes.
cold weather riding and I'm trying to keep like earmuffs and a beanie and a balaclava.
Yes, yeah.
It's not cute.
It doesn't tend to affect the fit of your helmet because the small strap just goes across the top.
It's such a brilliant solution to a problem.
Thank you.
And you have them in all different colors?
Oh, yes, yes. And I am happy to do custom orders, although I'm limiting how many custom orders I'm taking until I get my big order filled.
Yeah, I can see that. And then the jewelry. So Ashley's kind of a jewelry person too. And Ashley, I can actually see you wearing this jewelry.
I know. I really love the danglies. They're so cute.
And that's really what we're talking about is danglies, aren't we?
Yes, yes. My friend came up with those last year. She takes actual horseshoe nails, which are not as heavy as you would think, and then does a little beadwork on them, and they hang about 2 to 3 inches, depending on how many beads you want on them. They are classy and still very horsey.
I've seen horseshoe nails used in a lot of ways, but usually they're bent into shapes and things like that. I've never seen them here where they actually look like horseshoe nails, and then the beads are accompanying the nails. It's really cool design.
It is. It's kind of like hard and soft. Like it's fabulous. That's what it is. It's fabulous.
I'll pass that on to her. They've been very popular.
Well, we're going to put a link to your Etsy store so that people can go find both different items. And I want to remind everybody, if you're buying stuff like this from craftsmen who actually make the stuff themselves, it's not imported from China, you want to get your orders in early. Don't wait until December 15th. You probably aren't going to get them. So you need to get your orders in November if you can. And then you're guaranteed to get them because they get very busy when they're doing this stuff at Christmas time. And everybody waits to the last minute. Am I wrong about any of that, Laura?
You are very correct. I am trying to list on Etsy the items I have completed. So if people need something now or, you know, it's something they absolutely want, they can see what's done and not worry about getting it. But we are taking custom orders. But again, we need the time to make and ship.
Very good. Well, we appreciate this and good luck this Christmas. And thank you for listening and being part of the Horse Radio Network.
Well, thanks for having me on and have a great Friday.
You can enjoy your favorite equine videos all in one place with Ride TV, the ultimate equine streaming platform. The newly relaunched Ride TV has all the series you love, like Rockstar Vets and Mini Horses, plus top-tier training videos and event footage from barrelracing.com and Horse and Rider on Demand. Whether you're ready to relax with your favorite series, binge watch competition footage, or train with a world champion, subscribe to Ride TV today for only $19.99 to see where your ride takes you. Visit ridetvgo.tv to subscribe.
And with us now is Lindsay Rausch. I hope I said your last name correctly. Please correct me if it's not correct. I understand that you are the person that we have to thank for all the fun that happens in the auditor room.
Well, one, you did get the name right. And
Yes.
two, yes, the auditor room was my little brainchild. When the auditor program first started, I messaged Glenn one day and said, hey, mind if I create a Facebook page? Because right now the auditors have nothing to connect us. And he's like, do whatever you want. And several years later, you see what we have.
So everyone who, I mean, I know I'm on that page multiple times a day and has fun and enjoys it. You can thank Lindsay because she's the one who brought all of us crazies together.
We weren't smart enough to think it up, so it was Lindsay.
Oh, we're so happy that you've been with us so long, Lindsay, and you're joining us today to tell us about what you make. I've been looking through your store, and it looks like you can basically make anything with paracord. Can you tell us more about what you've got going on at Halo H Designs?
So it started out that I don't like having to condition and deal with everything leather, and being able to throw tack in the washing machine is a whole lot simpler than sitting there and scrubbing bridles and halters and everything else that always get nasty. So, and I used to do a lot of braiding as a kid, so I got into braiding paracord, and it started out as doing like dog collars for my own dogs. And when I got a horse, it started doing stuff for her, and tried to make a go of it as a business a few years back and just didn't get the interest. So until you actually contacted me recently, it's just been kind of on the side of every so often Jamie'd get a hold of me and say, hey, I need another set of those reins that you gave me years ago. And then I did the pink keychain for her. That was just out of horsehair when she lost her broodmare this last year. So a little bit of braiding kind of across the board.
And then do you do custom work as well, or is it kind of standardized?
I actually prefer custom. So when I started out, I did try to make the Etsy shop and stock it with pre-made pieces that I thought people would like. And there just wasn't a market there. But the pieces that I have sold is when somebody says, hey, I want these colors, I need this length, and pull something together based on their needs. It tends to work a lot better. It does, slow things down because I don't order cord until I know what colors I need.
Sure.
So if anyone is wanting something, earlier would be better, because I don't know what my lead times are going to be right now on cord.
So for the holidays coming up, like we've been saying, these are handmade by people we know and care about. So get your orders in soon. I know we have your Facebook page, Halo H Designs. And what's the best way for people to get a hold of you there? Go to that page and click shop now and maybe shoot you a message?
That would probably be best, to just message me through that page. Or if it's anyone who's on the auditor page, by all means, you can blast me on there. I'm usually fairly active on that page as well. So that's really the best way is Facebook at this time.
And I'm looking at some of the pictures here too. I think I see a bridle, halter. I can't tell if I know you already said reins, lead rope, maybe martingales as well. I mean, is the sky the limit with this? It's just so cool to me. When you said to throw your riding tack in the washer, I mean, there's brain material all over my office right now.
So probably what you're looking at would be my mare Ellie that I used to have. And she was one of those horses that went much better bitless. So I made her a full Makati to go with the Bazaar that I purchased for her. And I did a couple different hangers for it because we could never quite figure out the way to get it to fit right. And I discovered that orange tack on a black horse just looks stunning. So I had to make more orange tack for her.
That is so cool. So really, you're open to making things that maybe aren't listed or pictures of as well.
Yeah, I've done like the paracord safety bracelets that you see at a checkout at like a hardware store. Mm-hmm. I've made those as fundraisers with different tags on them. Kind of a little bit of everything. I've done dog collars, dog leashes. I've taken a just stock nylon dog collar and did an overbraid on it because I didn't like the color of it. So there is a lot of variety in what you can do. And if someone's got something in mind, I'm definitely willing to have a conversation and see what we can make work.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, Lindsay. It's been wonderful to connect, on the phone with you after we've been messaging. And everybody, again, her page is Halo H Designs, and you can also find her in the auditor room.
Well, that was fun. We have the most clever, creative listeners and auditors out there.
And just lovely, wonderful people.
We'll be highlighting some more as we go along the holiday season. You know, Jamie and I love, and Ashley especially, super loves holidays. So we'll be doing that. Of course, we have Radiothon coming up. So we'll be doing a lot of holidays over the next 2 months. She doesn't let me play Christmas music until Thanksgiving, though. So I have to wait. She doesn't let me. Oh, I could have played it today. She's not here.
Let's play it for our outro, Glenn. She'll never know.
I don't have any. And then she'll find out and she'll be mad at me. And then I have to put up with the wrath of Jamie. So who wants that? So we hope she's having a great time seeing you two in Las Vegas and that new Sphere thing.
Stay hydrated, Jamie.
Yes. I can't wait to see that, actually. So it's going to be a lot of fun. No really bad ads today. We'll get back to those again next week. Hang on, auditors. We will hang around to chat for a little bit. I have to talk to you about jeans and some new revelations that came out about jeans. And I got to ask you about that. But we're going to talk about that for the auditors in the post show. Remember that we'll have links to everybody that was on today, all 4 of them. We'll have links for them so that you can go get your Christmas gift shopping done early. Do it soon. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you all next Monday.